Thursday, CSI Vegas is all new.
We were lucky. Could have been a lot more victims.
Well, I've seen what it looks like when folks get lucky in a casino. This is not it.
A new CSI Vegas next Thursday on CBS.
A new Blue Bloods, Friday on CBS.
The team at Kgpe & Myers has gotten our clients up to 10 times the insurance company's original offer. Don't settle for less. Choose Kgpe & Myers.
Brian Dorman and Catherine Herr, award-winning investigative journalists, with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace, the Emmy and Murrow Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News Team. This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11.
First at 11, preparations underway for Easter weekend. In Fresno, city crews are preparing the parks ahead of family gatherings. We have team coverage tonight for you and your family as we get ready to head into the holiday weekend. CBS 47's Juanita Adame has a look at some changes this year to accommodate the large number of park visitors.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace is here with our first look at the pinpoint weather forecast.
And we finally have been warming up this week. We started out this week in the 50s, but now today we had 70s, and our warming trend will continue into the weekend as well. Let's give you a look outside with our Valley Cam network. I do want to show you a time lapse from today. This is our CBS 47 studio camera. We did have a lot of sunshine today, but the afternoon hours we started to see some clouds streaming in. We are mostly cloudy right now. The clouds are going to stick around for much of our Friday, but they'll be out of here in time for the weekend, and by Sunday we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine. 62 degrees in Fresno right now. We do have 50s in the South Valley, 58 degrees for those of you in Merced. Midnight temperature 57, not nearly as cold tonight as what we've been feeling the last few nights, so 40s and 50s for your lows. 53 at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, 70 degrees at 5 p.m. Temperatures again are going to climb all weekend long, so I'll take a look at how warm we will get by Easter Sunday in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. Our team coverage continues. Easter is just a couple days away, and Fresno City leaders are expecting big crowds at local parks.
CBS 47's Juanita Adame is live with how the city is preparing for the busy weekend ahead. Juanita.
That's right, Brian. And the Parks and Rec director told me that not just Easter Sunday, but Saturday also gets busy. He said they've made some accommodations they've made some changes to accommodate those large crowds. A change has come to Fresno's Woodward Park and Fresno's Roding Park. Those visiting this Easter weekend might notice the difference.
We have a new pay on foot, a new parking method that we've incorporated last year. So we will no longer have the toll booth attendants taking money or payment. It'll all be done through the kiosks throughout the regional parks.
Parks and Rec Director Aaron Aguirre said Roding Park has 15 new kiosks and Woodward Park has 18.
We track it by parking stalls. So Woodward Park has approximately 1,400 stalls and Roding has about 1,200. So we monitor the cars that come in and the cars that do leave.
They expect all of the stalls at both parks to be filled this coming Sunday for the Easter holiday.
Historically, it has. Both of those parks, as I mentioned, both reach capacity typically by about noon, 1 o'clock.
Reserving spots on this busy holiday starts months in advance.
So we have reservations as early as early part of March, late part of February. So a lot of folks do plan early for Easter at our regional parks.
Their picnic pavilions and tables are all reserved at both locations.
And people will start lining up to get in at 6, so we recommend folks come in early to get your spot and get your Easter celebration underway.
But Aguirre said any green space at either location is filled on a first-come, first-served basis.
We will have names on the pavilions showing who has the site reserved. We will have security as well as staff on site to help people kind of maneuver through the reservation process.
Now, Aguirre also told us there are a total of 82 parks throughout the city of Fresno. He said they expect for all of them to be full this Sunday. Live here in Fresno, Juanita Adames, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, we're learning the local emergency for the city of Porterville will remain in effect. The declaration was approved on March 13th and activated the city's Emergency Operations Center. City staff will continue to remove debris along the Tule River, along with reinforcing the riverbanks ahead of the runoff expected from melting snow. After President Joe Biden's disaster declaration, federal assistance is available to flood victims in Tulare and Mariposa counties. CBS 47's Jennifer Ortega with important information on how to apply.
Federal assistance is here for families and businesses affected by the severe winter storms. FEMA has partnered with the U.S. Small Business Administration to help provide relief for 7 California counties.
My heart definitely goes out to them. It makes me want to do my job and do it well.
Mary Bradfield with the U.S. Small Business Administration says she's visited some of the disaster areas in the valley.
I was in Tulare yesterday driving around, and there is considerable flooding and still high waters, and I even saw what looked like waves. So I know that they have quite a bit of damage.
FEMA's new declaration helps families or business owners in 7 counties across the state. Bradfield says if you live in Tulare or Mariposa County, federal assistance is available.
If you want to build back your community and have a more resilient community, small businesses going to be the most important thing to build back quickly.
We have already our FEMA staff around the state, and we will have also different centers.
Arlene Diaz with FEMA says anyone who received damage from the winter storm starting on February 21st, including powerful winds, landslides, flooding, and mudslides, could qualify.
This provide assistance directly to the survivors that lives in those counties. So if you are a survivor that lives in Mariposa or in Tulare, you can apply to our program. Right now, our declaration is open.
FEMA officials say you can apply by going to disasterassistance.gov or go to the FEMA app. Once you filled out the application, a worker will follow up with you. There will also be business recovery centers, which will start opening next week for those that want to talk to someone in person. For that information, you can head to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. In the studio, Jennifer Ortega, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
With dangerously high water levels in Fresno County rivers and lakes, one popular local beach is now expected to be closed throughout the summer. Reedley Beach is underwater after weeks of storms, and the city of Reedley expects it to stay that way for a while. The beach is one of many parks shut down because of public safety concerns, including Skaggs Bridge Park, Avocado Lake Park, and Lost Lake Park. This as rivers in the county remain closed as a precaution.
They're just too unpredictable at this point. They're running fast. With the levels that it's at, it's bringing down brush and debris. The water levels are just going to increasing levels that we have never seen.
The Fresno County Sheriff's Office is monitoring and patrolling closed rivers. They say anyone found accessing county rivers will face a minimum fine of $225. No word yet on when the parks could reopen.
Get ready for a bad mosquito season. Experts are warning tonight with the warming weather and standing flood water, we may see mosquitoes in the valley, more of them than we've ever seen before. You may actually start seeing them this weekend. The Consolidated Mosquito Abatement District says it is just a matter of time before the insects start biting again. But there are ways to protect you and your family from mosquito bites.
It's the time to start using insect repellent if you're going to be out. Look for the active ingredient. We promote DEET, picaridin, and oil of lemon eucalyptus. So look on the container for the active ingredient and make sure it's one of those 3. And you can prevent mosquito bites. Apply it to any exposed skin.
Good advice there. Another tip, don't leave shoes outside next to your door. Mosquitoes are actually attracted to them. Now to the latest on an officer-involved shooting in Sacramento. It's a story we first told you about at 4:30, and tonight we know 1 person is dead, 2 injured, including a CHP officer.
This after a man opened fire at a Roseville park, taking 2 people hostage. Mason Morrow has the story.
A devastating end to an attempted arrest that spiraled from the start.
We do know we have 2 innocent citizens who were struck by the suspect's gunfire during the incident. Sadly, 1 innocent citizen was pronounced deceased at the scene.
1 innocent person dead, at least 2 others shot in a shootout that played out in just minutes at Mahaney Park in Roseville. Roseville police said in a press conference on Thursday afternoon, at least 1 CHP officer attempted to make an arrest warrant near Mahaney Park around 12:30 when they were shot by a gunman.
The officer was struck by gunfire from the suspect's firearm. That's all the information that I have.
Police say its officers and deputies from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office arrived on scene shortly after and chased the suspected gunman as he ran across Mahaney Park, firing while he fled.
Suspect began shooting as he was running from police and took 2 citizens hostage for a short time until officers arrived and confronted the suspect.
Captain Kgpe Newton with Roseville Police says the gunman captured pedestrians in the park near a Little League baseball field.
And we saw what turned out to be the suspect running in this direction, and then I heard, "Get down, police," and that was when the shooting started.
Police say the gunman surrendered once officers converged on him, but not before he turned the gun on the hostages, injuring 1 and killing the other. And that was Mason Morrow reporting for us tonight. Another big story that we're following closely. No arrests have been made yet after the founder of Cash App, Bob Lee, was stabbed and killed downtown San Francisco early Tuesday morning. New today, the head of the San Francisco Police Officers Union says it appears the deadly attack was random. Prominent people like Elon Musk are questioning the city's justice system and the state of violent crime in San Francisco. Tonight, we're hearing from the city's district attorney.
In response to Elon's tweet, I want to make sure people don't draw assumptions about what happened in this case. None of us know the facts and circumstances of what caused this murder. My team is here waiting for the moment that arrest happens so that we can take the baton from there. I'm a former homicide prosecutor, so I know what it takes to prove those cases, and I want nothing more than to deliver justice to a family who has lost a loved one to murder.
Lee and his family moved to Miami in October. He has a wife, 2 children. He was in San Francisco for business meetings at the time that he was killed.
We have continuing coverage. Fresno police have identified the man shot by police officers on Tuesday night in Fresno. He is 42-year-old Richard Castrillo. Police say he is in critical but stable condition at Community Regional Medical Center. This was the 3rd officer-involved shooting in Fresno this year. Investigators say Castrillo shot a family member near 1st Street in Princeton. And when police arrived at the scene, they say that he refused to put down his gun and was shot by officers. The relative who was wounded was last reported in critical condition.
A Fresno community is taking legal action against Caltrans over what they're calling a toxic highway expansion. Fresno Building Healthy Communities and Friends of Calwa are suing Caltrans and the Federal Highway Administration over a project connecting Highway 99 to roads in Calwa. They claim that the project adds more truck traffic and air pollution to lower-income neighborhoods that already have the worst air quality in the entire state.
Caltrans has made promises to prioritize community well-being and racial justice in its project decisions. We have brought this lawsuit to keep the government true to its own word.
Caltrans and the Federal Highway Administration say the expansion will not result in additional pollution. Well, there's a new millionaire out there thanks to a California lottery scratch-off ticket bought in Fresno.
Lottery officials say John Yang was visiting from out of state. His brother-in-law bought him the ticket as a Christmas gift. He got it at Sunnyside Liquor and IPA Hub on Kings Canyon Road and Clovis Avenue. And here's a look at the power-winning tens ticket. Vang says he never played scratch-off tickets, but often bought Powerball and Mega Millions tickets.
So to come here on Eyewitness News at 11, turmoil in Tennessee. 2 Democratic lawmakers expelled after taking part in a gun control protest.
Plus, the Los Angeles County coroner's report, how fentanyl played a role in the death of rapper Coolio. We'll see you back here in a minute.
Today, buying drugs is as easy as sending a text. Parents, please talk to your kids about the dangers of fentanyl-laced drugs before it's too late.
Real-time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on Eyewitness News or online at yourcentralvalley.com. Eyewitness News brings you an Eye on Ag. Join Anthony Bailey for the latest in ag innovations and insight from our prominent local partners. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Eyewitness News. Or watch the stories online now at yourcentralvalley.com. All around us, events unfolding. Start your day with breaking news from the break of dawn to prepare you for the day ahead. Investigative journalism, pinpoint weather on Eyewitness News this morning.
Tonight on The Late Show.
Hey! Thanks, everybody!
From Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, Hugh Grant. Tonight on CBS.
CBS 47 is on your side. Contact us for Eyewitness News Investigates. CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11 with Catherine Herr, Brian Dorman, and Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Republicans in control of the Tennessee House of Representatives voted to expel 2 Democrats for breaking decorum during a gun control demonstration last week.
A vote to expel a 3rd representative fell short today by just 1 single vote. Protesters applauding the representatives as they entered the Tennessee State House right before that vote. The lawmakers are accused of leading a gun control protest on the House floor days after the deadly shooting in Nashville at a school there. The session began with Republicans introducing bills to address gun violence in schools. The Democrats were expelled by a Republican supermajority.
You, Representative Johnson, Representative Peterson, then began from the well shouting without recognition. Is that correct?
We began shouting after repeatedly being denied recognition.
Only 2 other House members have been booted from the Tennessee chamber since the Civil War.
In news from around the state, the Los Angeles County coroner says the effects of fentanyl, heroin, and methamphetamine are the cause of death for rapper Coolio. His real name was Artis Ivy Jr., and he died in September of last year. According to the coroner's report, his death is being ruled as accidental. Coolio died at the Los Angeles home of a friend. He was 59 years old. Well, a great day to check out some natural beauty. Visitors admiring those flowing falls in Yosemite National Park. We will have more on the snow melt coming up after your Pinpoint forecast.
And right now, I do have your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollens, oak, poplar, and juniper. Medium-high levels for the next 4 days. Temperatures are going to be warm as we head into the weekend, so I'll talk about us approaching the 80-degree mark in your Pinpoint weather forecast next.
Time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on Eyewitness News or online at yourcentralvalley.com.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items, like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
You are what you litter. Coffee cups, cigarette butts, food wrappers, soda cans. Litterheads are a major problem. But we all have a choice. Don't be a litterhead. One vision, one mission, one Fresno.
Together, we can beautify Fresno. Find out how at beautifyfresno.org.
Should I get a business credit card?
I don't know. Where can I get capital to expand my business?
Holy smokes, I think I just saw a UFO.
Business owners have questions.
How often should I run payroll?
Egg roll, a deep-fried appetizer.
No, payroll.
Blowhole, a marine geyser.
Hey, roll.
I can answer your questions. And with your local Valley Strong, you always have somewhere to turn. Valley Business is Valley Strong.
This holiday weekend is your chance to save big at More Furniture. Take a full 20% off your purchase and save hundreds on the spring refresh your home deserves. Relax in style with incredible values on comfy, cozy living room furniture. Set a place for all your family and friends in the dining room of your dreams. And rest easy in your bedroom sanctuary, all at 20% off. But these savings won't last. Visit morefurniture.com to fill your shopping cart and chat with a furniture expert.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items, like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Jackson Jewelers. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Welcome back. We have some video taken today at Yosemite National Park. Plenty of visitors there enjoying the sunshine and the flowing falls, which will get even more spectacular as we start seeing more and more snow melt. A beautiful time of the year to visit Yosemite, especially as we start getting some wildflowers as well. Let's give you a recap of today. 71 degrees for the high in Fresno. Average high temperature 71, so we were spot on with average today. Overnight low 41 degrees. It was a chilly start to the day. Our average low temperature 49 degrees. We are going to feel some milder overnight lows tonight, so we'll actually be closer to average. High temperatures tomorrow similar to today, maybe even a couple of degrees cooler, but then we are in for a very big warm up this weekend. Right now it's 62 in Fresno. We have 57 Visalia, 54 Lemoore, 58 in Merced, and if you're in Mariposa, you're currently at 49 degrees. Those numbers warmer compared to this point yesterday by 9 degrees in Fresno, along with Porterville, and a very big difference for those of you in Lemoore, 12 degrees warmer compared to this time last night. We still have our flood warning in effect for the Merced River at Stevenson. This is in effect until further notice. Minor flooding in the area. We also have our flood advisory along the San Joaquin River. Do expect minor flooding there. That's in effect at least until Monday. And then along the Kings River, minor flooding. So we have a flood advisory. That's also in effect until Monday. Here's a look at the last 12 hours with our radar satellite loop. We saw a lot of blue sky today, but the last few hours we really have seen the clouds building in. These are here to stay tonight and for some of you tomorrow. So we're going to be mostly cloudy tonight and they'll stick around in parts of the valley tomorrow. So I'll show you what I mean with our forecast. We're starting you out at 11 o'clock this evening. Mostly cloudy tonight. We'll stop this at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice that we're going to be seeing some showers up to our north. They're really going to fall apart by the time they get to most of the valley. If you are in the North Valley tomorrow morning, a slight chance for a few sprinkles, but as we set this into motion, again, notice how it all dries up. The better chance at getting some rain and snow is going to be in some of our northern mountains, a little closer to Yosemite. 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we're still seeing the clouds sticking around. They'll clear out tomorrow night. And then here's the start of our Saturday. We'll start the weekend with some sunshine, overall a partly cloudy day, and this is when we'll really start to feel our temperatures ramping up again. So for tonight, I mentioned not quite as cold as the last few nights. We have 48 on the way in Merced tonight, 65 degrees tomorrow. North Valley, you're going to see the clouds sticking around. Again, that slight chance for a stray sprinkle in the morning, and that's why your temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler compared to other parts of the valley. So 60s in the North Valley, heading into Fresno County, 50 tonight in Fresno, 70 tomorrow afternoon. And then the South Valley, I think you'll see more in terms of sunshine tomorrow. Corcoran 48 tonight, but you'll top out at 71 degrees tomorrow afternoon. In North Fork 44 tonight, 66 tomorrow. And then if you're in Three Rivers, 46 tonight and then 66 tomorrow afternoon. Here's your extended forecast. 70 tomorrow with some clouds around. 73 Saturday. Upper 70s on Sunday. Monday, 80 degrees. Then we'll start a cooling trend. 74 Tuesday, 66 Wednesday, mid 60s on Thursday. In the Sierra, again, slight chance for rain or snow. Northern mountains tomorrow. We'll get sunshine, warming temperatures. Sunday, 60s. Same goes for Monday. Then we'll start cooling down into next week. There's your forecast. We'll send it back to Catherine and Brian.
All right, Lauren, thank you. Well, coming up, more transfer news involving Fresno State basketball. Details on that on the way. And it only took one night for one of Rawhide's top prospects to make a spectacular play. Scott Bemis is up next with Sports Central.
We're the fastest growing cable news network because of you, the 80% of America in the middle. You care about fair political coverage. You care about the train wreck in East Palestine. You care about the border. You also care about the tornadoes through the Midwest. We've been there too. All of these news stories we will keep covering. News Nation will be a 24-hour news network, Monday through Friday. Tell your friends and family about why you watch and why you trust us. We are grateful that you have been along with us.
Allergy, asthma, immunology is what I thought I'd be practicing. Lo and behold, 50% of my cases were skin issues. Skin allergies, rashes. Why is my skin the way it is? Is it an allergy? I stand out in terms of being a unicorn almost, because you don't usually hear about skin immunologists. I'm an immunologist who improves your skin barrier so you don't get infiltrated by foreign particles. That's the benefit that my patients get.
At Rally's, I'm in the driver's seat. Give me that $5 meal deal with a Rally burger. Nah, a mushroom Swiss burger, plus fries, chicken bites, and a drink for just $5. Or why not go big? I want a fried mushroom Buford. Whatever you order, own it at Rally's.
Eye on Ag with Anthony Bailey. Watch online now at yourcentralvalley.com.
We mark every inch they grow and watch them outgrow, well, everything. But there's something else that can grow that we don't see. It's what doctors call toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Now yourcentralvalley.com, pros who know.
At United Health Centers, we've opened new locations to better serve our Kings, Tulare, and Fresno County communities. Call or stop by a beautiful new center near you.
For more expert advice, go to yourcentralvalley.com/pros who know.
People say I'm Toyota obsessed.
Back for your 60,000-mile service, Kyle?
I only trust Toyota service centers, Toyota trained technicians, and genuine Toyota parts.
That keeps your Toyota a Toyota.
Come here.
Right now, visit your local Toyota dealer and buy 3 new tires and get the 4th for only $1.
You're really not supposed to be back here.
I know.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
The Fresno State Athletics Administration has still not provided any update on the status of men's basketball coach Justin Hutson going forward. So until we hear differently, we're left to assume Hutson will be back for at least the final year of his contract next season. Now, what the Fresno State roster will look like next season might be just as uncertain, because on Thursday, guard Jamal Baker Jr. became the 4th Bulldog player to enter the transfer portal. Baker came to Fresno State after playing a season at Kentucky and 2 more at Arizona. This past season, he was the Dogs' 2nd leading scorer, but also struggled to find consistency with his outside shot. He joins Destin Whitaker, Jordan Campbell, and Anthony Holland as Bulldogs to enter the portal. Let's go golfing. Clovis East alum Bryson DeChambeau got off to a shaky start on day 1 at the Masters. The long approach here on 1 led to an opening double for Bryson. He posted 2 over 74. He's 9 shots back of 3 co-leaders, Victor Hovland, Brooks Koepka, and John Rahm. They all opened with 7 under 65. Tiger Woods is tied with Bryson in 54th place. Tied for the most wins in the Mountain West coming in, Fresno State baseball opening a critical 3-game conference series at Air Force Thursday. The Falcons got to Bulldog ace Eshawn Henderson for 4 in the 4th. Now, the Dogs would go deep a couple times in the 9th, courtesy of back-to-back shots from Piricello and Tommy Hopte, but it wasn't nearly enough. The Dogs fall 10-5. Bulldogs softball also went down Thursday, 8-0 at UNLV. Minor League Baseball now. The Grizzlies opening in San Jose against the Giants Cal League affiliate. The Grizz down to their last out in the 9th when the wild pitch gets by San Jose catcher Zach Morgan. He's a former Bulldog. That squared things at 3. 1 inning later, Parker Kelly giving Fresno a lead they wouldn't relinquish. The Grizz win their season opener 5-3 over San Jose. The Rawhide, meantime, had a tough night at Lake Elsinore, but their center fielder Drew Jones showing why he was taken 2nd overall in last summer's draft. Look at this catch. Wow. Remember, his father, Andrew Jones, was also a great defensive outfielder in the big leagues. Despite this catch, the Hyde fall 17-0 to the Storm. Both Fresno and Visalia have their home openers on Tuesday. Finally, speaking of minor league ball, it's time for that video from Thursday. A little better than the rest. It's Bemis's Best. To South Carolina, where the Myrtle Beach Pelicans home opener meant the annual return of Slider the Bat Dog. How cute is that? Slider's game of fetch with baseball bats, not only helping to entertain the fans and keep the game moving, But perhaps more importantly, it also gets him a coveted spot in Venus' best. I'm sure it also got him a nice little treat as well. Now, ever since the Pelicans started playing in '99, they've had a bat dog-like slider. As a former lab owner myself, got to think there's no better dog for that duty, right? Than a lab. Wouldn't you agree, guys?
Very much so, yeah.
Well, still to come here tonight at 11, increasing the reach of Fresno's Art Hop. We'll hear from a business in a neighborhood that is now part of the event.
What makes best reviews the best reviews? They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on pretty much everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you, no matter what life throws at it. Like your daughter Clementine, for example. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Attention Fresno. Semper Solaris is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEM2. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and counting. No one works harder than Semper does with esprit de corps and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Worried about blackouts? Tesla and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Semper offers new furnace and AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Don't wait. Get your solar system installed by Semper Solaris before net metering changes and rates go up even more. Plus, 0 down, 0% interest, 0 payments for 18 months. Grab the 30% solar federal tax credit, $500 downloadable coupon, $500 off for military and first responders.
From the beginning to the end, they have been the best.
Call now or visit sempersolaris.com.
Kathleen and I had this expression, the power of a changed life.
You know, we'd had bad experiences, yes, as far as getting windows, but really just we love people and we love to see people's lives transform and change for the better.
That's why we've literally given half of the company back to the employees. Those installers that come to your house, they want to live up to that and they want to delight the customer, and it's a white glove treatment.
So I am 23 years later, very energized about what we sell, you know, just excited to see the customer's house change and the energy that that creates, because this is a woman's nest. It's her home.
And that's just what it goes back to the why we do it. I get joy. I can't wait to see the next customer. And keeping it simple, right? Because it's just that next installation that's in front of you. That's the most important one you're doing.
For a limited time, American Vision Windows will pay the tax for free expert installation. Call or visit AmericanVisionWindows.com.
Catch the vision, American Vision Windows.
Coming up on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, tonight's guest, actor Hugh Grant and actor Sean Hayes. Well, we end here tonight with this, expanding the footprint of a popular event.
Fresno's Art Hop is now extended toward the Mural District at the north end of Fulton Street. Art Hop is held every first and third Thursday of the month. Businesses and galleries stay open late to welcome visitors. We spoke with the owner of Yellow, which is a nail studio and clothing boutique, about the inclusion of the Mural District.
Hopefully it just brings more people over to this side, since this side is not really like the side where everyone goes to. It's usually like Tioga, that area, but just to showcase more of like this area of downtown.
Yeah. And then post-COVID is a little bit slower getting rolling and getting the crowds to come back in. And there's a lot of activity down at the south end now with right around Tioga, Sequoia, Sun Stereo Warehouse opened up, so a lot of cool food trucks. So we're trying to sort of band together on the north end to give people a reason to come.
Valley PBS, CMAC, and the Fresno Metro Black Chamber of Commerce are part of the push to get visitors in the north end of Art Hop.
Great weather for Art Hop.
It really was.
Yes, it was a beautiful evening. We have several more great evenings to go over the next week. Tomorrow, we have a high of 70 on the way, 73 Saturday, 79 Sunday, even 80 degrees on Monday. After that, we'll cool back down again, 74 Tuesday, 60s for your Wednesday and Thursday. There will be a chance for a few showers and snow showers in our northern mountains tomorrow. Otherwise, expect sunshine for the next several days and warming temperatures as well.
And that will do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 11.
Staging for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert up next. Have a great night.
Don't let the insurance company push you around. Get a law firm that can push them around. The team at Kgpe & Myers has gotten our clients up to 10 times the insurance company's original offer. Don't settle for less. Choose Kgpe & Myers.
The safety of our children is our #1 priority. We must help keep them safe, especially as they travel to and from school. Last year in the city of Fresno, there were 9 traffic accidents involving children, with 1 resulting in death. We have a responsibility to pay attention as we traverse the roads of our city. When you get behind the wheel, please slow down in school zones. Always obey crossing guards. Stop for buses picking up and dropping off kids. And always be on the lookout for children in the areas around schools.
Let's be street smart.
Table Mountain Casino Resort has the best rewards program in the Valley. And now it just got even better. Bring in your rewards card from any casino in the Central Valley, and we will automatically upgrade you to an equal matching tier. And don't forget to join us every Saturday night in the Blue Oak Grill, where we have free live music. The sky's the limit at Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Real-time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on Eyewitness News or online at yourcentralvalley.com. Real-time views where you live. The CBS 47 Valley Cam Network.
The Late Show. From Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, Hugh Grant, tonight on CBS.
The first round of the Masters brought the world's best players to Augusta National. For the annual springtime tradition. For many, it was a day of excellence, as the biggest stars of the game